from the yoga studio. I'm going to be doing a little yin session, so making sure that you do have blocks or books, cushions, anything to prop you up, maybe some blankets, a tie or a strap. If you do have bigger cushions or more firm cushions, that would be better. So we're just going to come and lie down onto a cushion. Ideally, if you do have small cushions, one under the lower back and then one under the head and neck. Bring your feet to touch. You can bring blocks or cushions underneath your knees. Try and bring the heels in close towards the groin and then just gently soften down onto your bolster or block. So allow an opening through the heart, through the shoulders, through the groin. And then just allow your mind to gently become quiet. You block out the outside world and draw your attention inward. Bring the palms up beside you, fingers curl naturally as you let go of the shoulders and the jaw. See if you can become just a few more percent soft. So see if you can let go a little bit more of the tension that you may be holding on to in the shoulders and the knees. So just start to scan the body, noticing any tightness, any tension, any feelings of heaviness or blockages. Now starting to lengthen your breath. Inhaling, count of 4, belly rises, the ribs expand and the chest lifts. And exhale the same way. Breathing in, belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. And exhale, slow and steady. Keep going in your own time. Lengthening your breath as much as possible. Blowing up the belly and the chest, so a nice 3-dimensional breath. And then start to move that breath into the areas that you noticed beforehand of disturbance. So perhaps you felt it in your hip flexors or the inner thighs. Perhaps you're feeling it more in the shoulders, the neck or the throat. So wherever you are feeling it, breathe your breath or your prana into that area. And with every exhale, allow yourself just to let go of whatever is in that area that you have noticed. Keep trying to calm your thoughts. Keep your focus on your breathing. And then very gently you can start to draw your arms up over the head, stretch into the fingers. And on an exhale, big sigh, let go of the arms. Inhale, stretch through the fingertips. And a big sigh, let go. Gently draw your knees into touch. And then grabbing on behind your neck, tuck your chin, and just gently help yourself up to seat. So we're going to come into a mermaid shape. So we're going to bring our left foot in towards the groin, and then we're going to bring the right foot behind us. So either you can bring the foot quite close in towards the back hip. If you do feel quite comfortable and both sit bones are still grounded, you can start to bring that right foot slightly more out. So if you feel like this right bum cheek is lifting, try not only support underneath that side with your book or your pillow, but you want to give space to both of the hips, so you'll bring both hip bones or sit bones onto a block or a pillow. If this feels good for you, you can stay there and fold forward. If, however, you are both still sitting with both sit bones onto the ground, you can start to bring your right knee further down. Eventually it will be in line with the hip. So I like to make sure that my knees are protected. So then you're still pulling that left leg or foot in towards the groin, right knee in line with the hip, and you want to see if you can bring that right heel in line so it's a nice right angle. I can already feel it quite strongly into my right groin hip area. But again, you want to try and drop down so it's a softening into that right side. For me, this is quite intense, so if I now start to fold forward, it really is just a gentle lean. For me, that's a little bit too active today, so I'm going to bring my knee just back a little bit again and my heel in a little bit. I feel a little bit more comfortable, so I can fold a lot more, allowing myself to relax. And then if you have blocks or anything, you can put your head onto it. If you have a pillow, you can bring it quite high underneath the forehead. And as you gently soften down, you're going to keep on grounding into this right sit bone. Focusing again on your breathing, inhaling for 4. And exhale for 4. Making sure that you are not holding on to your thighs or your glutes. So I need to work quite intensely to let go of this right hip area. Trying to relax into your shoulders and your jaw at the same time that left leg is relaxed. We're here for another 5 breaths, keep them long. Every exhale, see if you can soften a little bit more shoulders, torso, legs. And then gently roll up, back to seat. You may need to just hold that right leg back in front. It may feel quite a lot of sensation through. Bring your hands behind you and just rock your knees left to right. If you feel like you have anything to release, big breath in through the nose, big sigh, whatever comes up. Alright, and then we'll go over to the other side. So bringing that right heel now in towards the groin, left foot behind you. Remember, you can prop yourself up, but you want your sit bones to be level. Just test what feels good for you. So maybe bring the knee down a little bit, heel out to the side, and then lean into that left hip. So my left hip is actually much tighter than my right, so I'm going to stay at my beginning position. Alright, and then finding a little bit of space. And on your exhale, gently fold forward, and this may just be a slight lean for you. You can let go of your neck, soften shoulders, maybe you have a pillow that you can bring over the front of your thighs. But if you are able to walk out forward, maybe this happens a little bit more with every exhale. Make sure that that left bum cheek is grounding. You'll find that your right leg is probably active, trying to protect that left hip. But just see if you can let go. 5 more breaths. And then very gently roll up. Hold that left foot in front. Bring your right foot to join, or as wide as your mat, and then rock left to right. We're then going to come into a comfortable seated position. And we're just going to roll through our hips. So rolling around, stretching through your spine. So you want your waist to be your axis, so you will tuck your tailbone almost a crunch as you push the middle spine to the back of the room, and then open up to the side, open up front, the other side, and round. And same the other way. Inhaling forward as the belly expands, and exhale as you contract. And then coming to still. We're going to bring the feet back into Baddha Konasana, soles of feet to touch. Again, if you would like to, you can bring a pillow over the top of the knees. You can bring support underneath under the knees. I always like to have something that pushes onto my third eye as I relax down. You can bring your knees, your heels in line with the knees, drawing the arms up on your inhale, and on your exhale, gently folding forward. Making sure that you're not rounding through your spine, but you're rather lifting into the sit bones and allowing your belly and chest to sink down to the mat. Relaxing shoulders and jaw, knees down to earth. And again, you take your breath into the areas that you feel the most sensation, allowing your breath to wash through. And every exhale allows you to let go, find comfort, and release. 5 more breaths. Inhaling, belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. And exhale, slow and steady. Rolling up through your spine, next inhale. And then we're going to straighten into the right leg. So if you need a little bit of a break, depending on how flexible you are, you can always just come and rock your knees left to right. Just get a little bit of movement if you feel like you need to shake the legs out, or whatever feels good for you is absolutely fine. Drawing the arms up on your inhale. And on your exhale again, you're going to fold forward. And again, you may feel the right sit bone lifting as you lean over to the left. Make sure that both sit bones stay grounded. And again, even if that is a gentle fold forward, and perhaps that left hand comes out to the side to push you back to the right. Just listening to your body trying to let go of your neck. Again, if you do have a bolster or one of those long pillows, you can support by bringing the pillow underneath your head. But wherever you are, just make sure that both sit bones are grounded and you are folding in the middle of your legs. Remember, your breath is long and your mind is blank. If any thoughts are coming into the mind, just acknowledge them and let them go gently. Roll up through your spine, inhale. Swap straight to the other side on an exhale. So remember, we are in meditation through our yin practice. So just holding on to my voice. And it's all about that awareness when the thought comes in. How quickly are you aware that you're thinking, and how easily can you let that thought go? Right, so the left leg is outstretched, right foot in towards the groin. Again, wherever props you need, make sure both sit bones are grounded. This time your body will naturally want to lean over to your right. Then try and drop back into left sit bone. Drawing the arms up on an in. And an exhale, fold to your capacity. So if that's just a gentle lean forward, that's fine. Let go of the legs, let go of the core. You can bring your right hand out to the right side to bring you back to center. You may notice a difference in left and right side. Again, just soften body, lengthen breath. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2. Exhale for 4, 3, 2. Breathing in, creating space. Exhale, allow yourself to gently soften and release. And then rolling out through your spine on your inhale. And bring both of your knees in. Straightening into the arms. Tuck into your tailbone, but make sure you're not bending the arms or activating. You want a straight arm just to create like a little scale. And then using your core, just gently rocking up and down over the back of the hip bones and sit bones, over the glutes. Just giving yourself a little self-massage. If you find any juicy bits, you can hold and breathe into that space. Perhaps letting go. And on to the other side. Up and down. Maybe you find a juicy spot. And then coming back to seat. So we're going to bring our arms up. Anyhow you want to sit, it's fine. If you want to prop yourself on a cushion, also fine. Bringing the arms up on your inhale. And on your exhale, gently draw the hands to heart. Draw your hands straight forward, in. And on your exhale, open through your arms. Inhale, take your gaze up, open through front. Exhale, draw your hands to heart. Bring your hands forward, inhale. Exhale, open the arms wide. Inhale, lift your hands to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, curl through the back, bring your hands to heart. Reach your hands forward, inhale. Draw the hands back behind you, exhale. Open chest, front to body. Draw the arms up to sky, inhale. Contract, squeeze and round through the core and spine. Keep going, energy forward, inhale. Arms back, opens through, exhale. Arms to sky, in. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round, energy forward, in. Exhale, bring the hands back. Arms up to sky. And hands to hearts. Take 3 breaths here, in through your nose. Big sigh, let it go. Inhale through your nose. And a big sigh. One more breath. Inhale through your nose. Tongue out, big sigh, lion roar. Beautiful work. We're going to bring our right hand out to the side of us, lifting into the left. I like to turn my chin down and drop your shoulder away from the ear. Reach more into that left arm. Inhale, cactus that arm back. And exhale, round through. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl the spine, reach the arm forward. Inhale, cactus the arm, open through. And exhale, reach it to your right hand. Walk to center in. Over to your left on your out. So now your left hand is in line with the hip. Soften shoulder away from ear, turn the chin down. Reach into your right hand, straighten through your elbow, feel the energy into the baby finger. Inhale, cactus the arms, pull the elbow back. And on your exhale, curl into tailbone, round the spine, draw the hands to the front of the mat and all the way around to the left hand. Inhale, cactus through. Exhale, round. Inhale, cactus. And exhale, round. Walk back to center in. Roll up through your spine on your out. So the next one we're going to do can be quite intense. Please use pillows to make it a little bit easier behind your back. So we're going to start with the right hand and we're going to draw the right hand behind the back. Bend the elbow and then draw the hand up between the shoulder blades. So right hand onto the space between the shoulder blades, palm facing away from the spine. Then we're going to bring our left hand and bring it on top of the right hand. So now your left hand will be on your mat. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone and slowly lower yourself down. I generally get a nice crack in my spine, which is nice. If this is too much, please put a pillow behind your back, your neck. Just stay here for 2 or 3 breaths. Close your eyes, relax your legs. Inhaling into the space that needs unblocking. And exhale, soften, find comfort. Try and relax, scan the body. 2 more full breaths. Tucking your chin into the spine. Push your hands into the mat, help yourself up to seat, and just take a few shoulder rolls. Maybe you'd want to swing the arms a bit. Maybe rotate into the wrists. Whatever feels good for you. And then we're going to go to the other side. So now the left hand comes up between the spine, as far as you can go. And then the right will be on top of that, so the right hand will now be on your mat. Tucking into your tailbone, gently help yourself down to seat. And then just allow yourself to soften over your hands. Beautiful opening into the chest, shoulders. Chin in towards the chest to lengthen through back of the neck. Close your eyes, slow, steady breathing. Last 2 breaths, make sure that everything is relaxed and you're not tensing into the shoulders, the jaw, or the legs. Beautiful. Gently pull yourself back up. Again, you can just move your arms, whatever feels good for you. Rotate into your wrists. And then come to move onto your belly. So from here, we're just going to open the chest a little bit into our Sphinx, just 5 breaths. So the elbows are now underneath the shoulders, palms facing down. I like to relax into my neck here, but keep pushing your shoulders or elbows into the mat. So don't collapse completely. Keep the shoulders pushing away, but relax every other part of the body. If you'd like this to be a bit more active, you can straighten into the arms. You don't want to have a hectic back bend. We're just kind of pushing into the opening of the shoulders and the chest rather than the lower spine. And then gently coming out, drop down to your mat. Bringing your right hand in line with the shoulder. You're going to come up and over with the left leg. Make sure that the palm is facing down. Slow, steady breathing, try and relax into it again. 4 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Move yourself back through center, extend into the left arm, make sure the palm is down and the hand is in line with the shoulder, and then up and over with the right leg. Try and relax completely. Breathe into the areas that you feel the most. Draw yourself back to center. And then we're going to make 2 fists. So bring the knuckles to face each other. It doesn't have to be a very tight fist, but you want to bring your knuckles underneath the brow. So there's a few trigger points on our forehead, on our brow. So the space between the brow, if you just get into the corners of the eyebrow. You're just going to bring the knuckles onto that area. This may be a little bit too intense for you. You can also just use a book, also fine. And you can rock yourself left to right. Or you can just use your knuckles if you don't have a block. Again, just a gentle rock left to right. Coming to still. Beautiful work. And then gently roll up and over, moving into your Shavasana. I'm going to bring a pillow underneath my knees today. You can bring one underneath the back if you prefer, whatever feels good for you. So time now just to allow the body to absorb all those beautiful postures that we did. Again, stilling the mind, relaxing body. Move shoulders from ears, chin to chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. A big sigh, let it go. One more if you need in. Big sigh, let it go. Coming back to your breath. If you were using a mantra, coming back to that now. If not, perhaps setting a mantra for your Shavasana. So perhaps I am safe, I am happy, I am calm, I release. Anything that resonates with you. Soften into the jaw, soften the space between the brows, close your eyes as you draw the awareness inward into the body. And then just keeping the awareness of thought. So if you do notice that you've started to think about anything but your breath, just acknowledge it, let that thought go and come back to your gentle breath and quiet mind. Breathing in, belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. And exhale the same way. Relaxing your fingers, allow them to curl naturally. Relaxing your jaw, softening the tongue from roof of mouth. Closing your eyes and softening the eyeballs beneath the lids. Soften through your brow. Softening into the neck and the shoulders. Softening into the arms and the torso. Softening through the belly and the back. Softening through the pelvic area, the hips. Softening down the legs, the knees, the calves, the ankles. And softening into the feet and the toes. Noticing the body heavy, melting into your mat. So you feel safe and secure in the moment.
Keep your breath long. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll encourage you guys to continue with your Shavasana for another few minutes, or perhaps move on to a guided meditation. Hope you enjoyed the session. Namaste.